Hey guys, welcome back to Planet Zoo Console Edition, and today we're going to be doing Squeezing the Margins, which is the next career scenario, and we're going to be doing it on hard mode. So let's get straight into it.
Hey there, you'd better sit down for this. I've got some news. A week ago, Bernie went missing in the Arctic. I know. I only just found out. Apparently our illustrious board of governors decided it was best not to tell anyone while the search parties were still out looking for him. But a few days ago, they called off the search. And they hadn't found him. So, they had him declared legally dead. Just so they could sell off all of Bernie's zoos. Everything, from the aardvarks to the zebras. They didn't even wait for Bernie's daughter, Emma, to get back from overseas before they cashed in. They offloaded the whole company to a slimy hedge fund manager called Dominic Myers. Mark my words, he only wants the zoos to help buff out his tarnished image. Anyway, I guess he's your new boss now. Not mine, though. He fired me. Good luck. I know you'll do your best. I know you'll protect the animals.
Ah, there you are. First, let me say how sorry I am that we're meeting in such awful circumstances. I was a great admirer of... Benjamin. Wait, no, Bernard. You may not know this, but we were actually very good friends. That's why it's going to be such an honor to continue his life's work of letting people pay me to see animals. I can see you're still sad, though. Perhaps this will lift your spirits. I'm making you senior zoo manager. It's a position of great responsibility, although these same wages. I've also bought a new zoo which you're going to be in charge of. It's a bit of a fixer-upper, but it's nothing you can't handle. All you have to do is make the animals happy, get those annoying protesters to leave, expand the zoo a Scosh, adopt a grizzly bear and a Siberian tiger, make sure the zoo is extremely profitable, and then just pass a teeny tiny little inspection. Trust me, you'll have more spare time than you know what to do with. Oh, and also you have to research some bears or something. I forget the details.
Okay, so quite the turn of events there. Bernard is legally dead. So let's just pause it and see what we've got going on. Now, there is a few things that definitely need to be done in this one. And I only know that because I'm currently in the position where I've tried this a few times now. So, we've got the entrance here and we've got a monorail that goes over here. And we've got some giraffes here. We've got some zebras here, and this dude here, a nailer, or however you pronounce it. We've then got some mandrills. We've got some aardvarks. We've got some tortoise, and then down here we've got a hyena. Then we've got some warthogs, and we've got an elephant. So there is some things, like I said, that definitely need to be done first. One of them being we need to get rid of some staff. We also need to assign some staff to different aspects of the zoo. We need to move the zebras, we need to move the warthogs, and we also need to open up the pen here. We're going to get rid of the hyena. This is what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to get rid of the hyena. I'm going to see if this dude will also go over with the elephant. We need to make sure the elephant's water is going to be okay too. And we also need to look at building staff rooms and stuff like that. So plenty to get on with. So let's just quickly go through the objectives to the Mayor's Lake Island Zoo. For bronze, we need to earn a yearly profit of 15,000, have at least 1,150 guests in the zoo, and have no protesters. The protesters one is the tough one. Silver, we need to adopt and place one new grizzly bear, have at least 14 habitat species in the zoo, and earn a yearly profit of 20,000 with 1,600 guests in the zoo. And for gold, we need to adopt and place one new Siberian tiger, receive an inspection report with an overall star rating of 3, research grizzly bear to level 3, earn a yearly profit of 25,000 and have at least 2,200 guests in the zoo. Not an easy feat, this one at all. You have no room to play. You've got a little bit up here, which you can expand on, and potentially a bit of room over here if it allows. I've not tried to go over there yet, but you can also extend over to here too. So there is certain things you can do. So we'll start by first, we want to put a water facility in. So we need to be putting a water treatment. Now I found the place for this one is actually here. It does allow you to pull it on even without a path, so we can put that there, and then we're going to go and look at the members of staff and the work zones. So staff wise, we have 1 vet, so we're going to need at least 4 vets, I think. Keepers, we've got 5, which is fine, and they are all, apart from this one, attached to a work zone. So we're going to put that one in the entrance zone. Mechanics, we need to put 1 in each zone. So entrance zone, island edge zone, and lower zone. We've got no security guards at the minute. Which we will get. We've got a couple of caretakers, 1 in each zone. We're probably going to put another in each zone too. Vendors, we've got 19. There's no need for 19, so we're going to get rid of 9. I'm just going to get rid of more expensive ones for now as well, because you've got to kind of think of the wages. So that's 7, 8, 9. Let's unfortunately fire them, so they are now gone. We are still paused here, so no worries with that. And we want to start hiring some more staff, so let's hire 3 more vets. 1, 2, 3. And let's hire 3 more caretakers. 1, 2, 3. And let's assign them now to the correct areas of the zoo, because you find that they get really we're going to keep one of these for research, so we'll keep Bang as research. So we're going to put entrance, island, and lower zone, and then we're also going to attach some more caretakers. For some reason I did hire 3, but only 2 have come on. So entrance zone, lower zone, and then we'll hire 1 more. There we go. Let's just press play on there, and then we can just what was I doing? Staff. Put the other one into the island edge zone. That should keep the zoo nice and clean. We've now got people assigned everywhere. Now the only major problem with this is that there is only one. There is only one staff room, so that's another thing you need to kind of do. So what we're going to do here is we are going to click on the zebras, and we are going to box all animals, and then we are going to move. Hold on. We need to pause it again. We should be able to move if it will let me. Zebra. Click all animals and move. We're going to move them in with the giraffes. So we can press play now, and we're also going to just go into zoom management and start researching. What do we want to research? Let's start with some of the ones that are level 1. So let's go with the giant tortoise. And we're going to just nip back to the work zones. Edit work zone, and we want to attach all these buildings here. So the lower zone, and we also want to attach that so that the mechanic will fix that. Then the entrance zone, we're going to attach that, and all of these buildings. Again, not sure what all of the buildings are, but at least one of them is a staff room. We want to then attach those two, whatever that is, and we're going to go back to these buildings. But we are going to have to build another staff room, and we're definitely going to have to build a workshop. So we are going to get rid of the hyena. That's not a problem. And we're also going to then move the warthogs. So we want to box all animals, and we want to click all of them and move them, and we're going to move them in here with the elephants, so that we can now work on this pen here, and we're going to get a grizzly bear in. Now what we are going to do is we're going to start by making these guys' lives a little bit happier. So they're happy with hard shelter, and they're happy with the land. That's not a problem, but they do want a little bit of enrichment. So we're going to put a small barrel feeder in too, and that should just help for now. And giraffes. The giraffes are a little bit short on room, but hopefully a little bit of enrichment might just help somewhat. But again, you've got no room to play unless you can slightly extend the perimeter. Such a short amount of room to play with. Okay, so let's start by making our elephant friend happier. So he wants a little bit more short grass. He wants a little bit more soil, and he is happier. The warthogs need some more short grass, and they also need a little bit longer grass. So we'll see how that then affects our friend the elephant too. Oh, come on, you warthog buggers. that's taking short grass away. We don't want that much long grass. Right, warthogs are okay, and now he's not going to be happy. Soil. He wants a little bit more soil. But there is a little trick you can do to this. Pop it over there. So that should be the elephant a little bit happier. He wants a bit of enrichment, so let's look at what we can do. Put a rubbing post in. A mud bath. That will also help the warthogs a little bit. And then we're going to do a large fixed roller. We're going to get rid of this gyro because he doesn't like that. Let's move. Move that into there. So that should now make the warthogs happy, the elephants happy. We now have the zebras happy and the giraffes happy. Or happier. They do need a little bit of food enrichment, but at the moment we don't have that. So we now can focus on getting this pen ready, and this one I think we're going to be doing our tiger in. This dude here, I think we're going to move him to. I don't know if he'll be okay in there, but that's where he's going. Now, animals wise, I want to see if there's another elephant available. There is, so that one's a female. It's too expensive as well. And that one's a female, so we really want a male elephant, if anything, coming in to here. We can now focus on doing something with this. Now, what you want to do is make sure that you don't delete these steps. But everything else should be okay for you to delete. Oh, what's going on here? Why is it not letting me do anything? Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And there should be somewhere the football actually lives, like a little plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a path that goes along here to marry up here, and then just open this pen all the way here. Okay, so currently, as you can see here, the game is currently paused, but I have made a path that goes from here. Well, this path was here anyway. I've cut across there and joined it up with that path. And then just followed the wall all the way around the enclosure. Now this is where the grizzly bear is going to go. This should give him enough room and be happy. Now I can continue just to like finish off this path a little bit, just to tidy it up and make it look as it should. And we do still need to put an entrance into this pen as well, so we need to just fix that. Otherwise there'll be nothing going in it, so we're going to put a habitat gate in, and to be fair, there will probably do. And also, what I've found is I've been on to the workshop and I've found this pretty cool staff building. So we're going to place this as well. Hopefully this will it should look okay and help with the staff situation. I presume it can only go that one way, but to be fair, it looks pretty good there. So hopefully that will resolve the staff situation. It doesn't look too bad. We've got this nice little arch that comes over, and that is in the workshop. All I did was search staff, and it allowed me to use it. But that will also now allow me to add that into the work zone. So lower zone, we're going to edit the work zone. We're going to take these buildings. In fact, we'll leave, that's the staff room there, so we'll leave whatever these other buildings are, because I don't know quite what they are, but we'll apply the staff room to it. So that should just help with that, and we'll also attach that pen now that's done. So we'll press play, and currently we've got a few species in here. We've got the elephant, the warthog, and this dude here, which just needs, he seems to be happy, just needs a little bit of enrichment. So we'll put like a scent marker down. Food wise, I don't think, yeah, small barrel feeder will do. So there we go, he should be happy. Yeah, I think we should be pretty good there. So let's see if we can now get our grizzly bear into the so we can get a male and a female. So let's get them both and put them into quarantine. So quarantine is up here. Okay, so we're now in a bit of a position where the animals are treating a bit better. Now we need to figure out what we're going to do with the tortoise, because they need some hard shelter, and they don't actually have like anything that shows they can have hard shelter. But we're going to end up doing something horrible with like the normal blueprints. I really don't like the hard shelter blueprints from the game. But in all realism, it's going to give us the hard shelter that's needed. We can dress it up a little bit and make it look a little bit prettier as and when, but for now what really matters is we get the welfare of these tortoise up a little bit. So we can do that. Press play, and let's just start seeing what we need to do. So we've got a hard shelter at 100%. Everything else seems to be okay. We just need like a sprinkler for now, just to make them a little bit happier, and we'll remove the scent marker because they just don't like it at the minute. But that's again something else we really need to look at researching. And now at the minute I can't afford any more. I can't afford any more staff. So I'm just going to duplicate this, and I'm going to pop this in with the mandrills, because they also need hard shelter. And I know that because I've had to do it before. So I'm happy with it about there. You can dress it up if absolutely necessary. So mandrill, they need hard shelter, which I've just given, but it's only covered 16%, which isn't good. So they need some plants and some coverage. So let's go to show appropriate plants. Now this one you can actually do pretty quickly, because you can put some stuff like the coconut palms in and stuff like that. They do really help bring the plants up and the coverage up. So a couple of them, and a couple of these trees too, just along the border. I'm going to do, and you can see there, plants are coming up pretty quickly, and coverage is almost there too. And I've not really done a great deal there to achieve that. Now they do also need some enrichment too. And like I said, some more hard shelter. So let's go enrichment. They don't like the sprinklers that are in, and unfortunately there's not a great deal in regards to other enrichment we can do at the moment. We could put stuff like this in, and potentially, like, that just gives them somewhere to climb. And if we tie it in with something like that, I'm just trying to make it look like it's part of the... Yeah, that will do. That gives them a little bit of stuff to climb. They are thirsty. Is there actually somewhere for... Yes, there is. Yeah. So the keepers can come here. So we'll press play. And we'll just keep an eye on these. See, they want more hard shelter. I really don't like putting in these. I mean, I can, like I said, make it look quite pretty just by, like, layering it up with plants and stuff like that on top. But that might just be enough for them for now. Enrichment, hard shelter is still 42%. They like being able to be covered. Right, so we've got water treatment is inaccessible. Why would it be inaccessible? Right, we've completed that on the tortoise. And we also need to focus on... So, water treatment is still inaccessible. Wonder if that will work. We'll see, but for now it's actually making the water clean. So, we're okay for now. If absolutely necessary, we can delete it and go again. But for now, we just need to... we need a workshop, and we need another staff room. So let's focus on getting these grizzly bears in now. Come on, let me see what's going on. Right, grizzly bears. Let's move them to their new pen here. Cool. We can also start deleting stuff like this. Oh no, we didn't want to delete that one. So that now gives us this pen free. We'll probably have to raise the height of the walls if we're thinking about putting a tiger in there. I don't know if that's enough room for a tiger, but for now, that's what we're thinking of doing. Wonder why that would be inaccessible, because every path is still available to it. It definitely worked when I tried it previously. So which one is that? Right, okay, so let's focus again on animal welfare. Right. So, let's go to the snake first. that needs a little bit more humidity. Okay, so that's humidity sorted on there. The layout is 100%. Okay, so the snake's happy again now. The aardvarks. Now there is one aardvark that I've noticed every time I've done this one that is an outsider. There we go. So this one is going to be released. And we're also then going to start looking at making these happy. So they want some hard shelter. And again, we're stuck with this sort of thing that I don't really like to use, but have no real choice about it. So we'll pull it. Oh God, where are we going to put it? Yes, I know the staff can't find somewhere. Right, we'll put that there. Okay, so what else do they need? They're okay with that. Enrichment, so they need a little bit of enrichment. So can we get a forage box in? We can. Oh, we could put a little burrow in as well. I wonder if that would... that you know, a couple of burrows would help maybe. And then toy wise, we'll put a scent marker in. It doesn't like the sprinkler it's already got. Let's put a little bit of bedding in. I think actually a large bedding would be better. Oh, not there. I mean, if you don't know how to do that, you just hold square and press left, and that will undo anything that you did by accident. So the aardvarks, welfare, nutrition wise, the last meal quality, they've got no sort of like nourishment. And I wonder why, because the food bowl is empty. So, where is our keepers? Let's just go and have a look at our keepers for this area. Bertie Reed. It's maybe because they're so far away. Now what I might do then is hire some extra keepers and attach them to the middle area. So let's do that, staff. Keepers, and we've got no work zone, so let's put that at entrance zone and entrance zone. That should then help fix issues that need to be fixed. Like the fact that they've still got no water. Why would they still have no water? And the staff room issue. The staff room issue is such a problem. No ATMs. Water treatment is still inaccessible. Is there anyone? Oh, it's a keeper hut. It wasn't a keeper hut that I wanted. It was a staff room. I thought it was a staff room. Right, okay. So that means that we're going to take that out. Okay, that was easy. I didn't really actually do anything there, just held square. And we need to really look at a staff room. So I'm just going to go and have a quick look online again, and I'll be back in a moment. I have managed to find this one called Darwin Staff Hut, so we're going to place this one. This hopefully will work and actually be classed as a staff room. I need to just make sure that it actually fits, because room is so tight. Oh, and I need to have it straight. There we go. So, there we go. We've now got a staff room. So now let's go back into the zoo management and back into the work zone and add this staff room. So that was me thinking that the last one was a staff room, but clearly it wasn't. So that now gives my staff somewhere. And I could do with trying to find... we've got an animal that's died. Died of starvation. Why aren't they feeding them? What is going on? I don't understand what's going on here. Do I need to go back and look at the work zones? So, entrance zone, edit work zone. There's got to be a keeper hut here somewhere. Where's the keeper zone? There was a keeper hut here somewhere, wasn't there? It's here. So is this attached to the entrance zone? It is. Maybe I need to put another one in. Maybe. But the problem being, where do you pull it? That is the real sort of issue. As you can see, like, room is at a premium. We've still got loads of staff that's got nowhere to go. Let's just hire a few security guards. There we go. It's a shame that, like, all these buildings are here. Can you do anything with them? Right, yeah, you're kind of just stuck with what room you've got. I mean, I could possibly take a little bit out here on the aardvark section and put another sort of like keeper hut. I suppose I could try doing that. But the ground's really uneven, and there's no terrain editor in this one. So that really does kind of screw you over. But I could in theory kind of do like no, I don't want staff. Want a path. So if we do that, that way, and then we could do the same this way, but just kind of narrow it off. Put some staff buildings up here, maybe. That would really help with the staff too. So let's go with... Let's go back to blueprints. We can use that staff hut again. Press options and then place. That works there for that. So a staff building, and we can also place that one that I had previously, because it's not going to hurt to have another keeper hut, especially for this entrance area. And something that looks eco-friendly-ish. And I'm running out of money here, so let's just attach them to the work zones. So entrance zone, we need to add that and that, and then we can also, unfortunately you are kind of left with these horrible looking buildings. That's why I've gone with going online, but for now it doesn't matter. Let's just get a workshop in, and then add that workshop into every everything. For now that will have to kind of do. Okay, so we're now in a position where we've got a workshop, we've got a few more staff rooms and stuff like that. We've got some grizzly bears which don't have enough plants or coverage, so in fact unfortunately they don't like what they have got in here. So let's have a look at what we can put in. We need to find something that's going to do that coverage, because that's not really doing a great deal for them. Thought some big trees like that would do it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. So plants wise it's okay. We're just going to end up with like a really tree heavy. Okay, but what if I get rid of this one now? What does that do for our bear friends? Plants coverage, they just need very temperamental, these little buggers. How about we just, oh my god, that's a big old tree. There we go, that's a big old tree. Enrichment, they need something, so let's put an ice block in. A large feeder roller, but they're also going to need a large food tray and a large water bowl. So that hopefully now will keep them happy. Now what? Water treatment is still inaccessible, so let's pause that, delete that, and add another water treatment center thing. Right, so that is the right way there. It actually kind of shows that it's fine, so I don't understand why it wouldn't be. But at the end of the day, if all it takes is to delete it and put another one back in, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so it's still inaccessible, but for now it's working. Bears are not at their ideal temperature. So they're too hot. So they need some items to cool it down. So where is the coolers? Cooler. Let's put a cooler there. And a cooler there. A cooler over there. And let's just see if that now helps the bears. Okay, so the welfare now is coming pretty good. They just need a little bit more soil. No, they need a little less soil. So a bit shorter grass. Shorter grass. There we go. So now we're in a good position. It seems that we've actually got rid of the protesters now. So that's good. And we've actually got the guests rocking up too. So we're in a much better position. In regards to that, but there just seems to be some animal welfare that's got a bit of a problem. What's wrong with this little dude? Temperature. So it needs to drop a little bit. Right, okay, so that's another one that's happy. He's happy now, so we're good there. Oh, we've got some dead aardvarks. So do you know what? These aardvarks are really starting to kind of piss me off a little bit. And why have these mandrills still got no water? Oh my god, he's going to finally fill it. Right, so we're now actually in a position where we're getting people into the zoo, we're making a bit of profit, and we've got no protesters, so that's really good. So now all we need to do is make some profit. So we're going to need to think about extending the zoo now, so we can go across there and potentially take the monorail across there too, which would really help. And maybe kind of block this area off so it's staff only. But that gives me an option to have this as a staff area, and brilliant. So that little bit there too. So the grizzly bears are about to mate as well. So let's have a look at what animals are available. Guys, I think I'm going to get rid of the aardvarks. They're really starting to annoy me. So was it a Siberian tiger we needed? Eesh. It was. Oh, it's not escaped. So what's going on with the aardvarks? Why are they so bloody temperamental? What is going on with the aardvarks? It is like only one aardvark left. Why is that? Got low welfare as well. So do we need to get another one of these in? Right, what is it? It's a nailer, so that's a male. So let's have a look at the animal market. There we go, we can get a female one in as well. So let's get one of them in. And put that in there too. Really, really tough zoo, this one, guys, not gonna lie. Okay, I'm not bothered about that for now. No ATMs. That is something that really kind of needs to be dealt with, because ATMs obviously mean that they can spend more money. So let's do that. So ATMs, let's make sure we've got plenty of them knocking about. And we'll charge a little bit of money for them to use it too. Because why not? That's the sort of person I am. And there's a little trick to doing that too. You basically click on it, price, put it up to, I don't know, 60 cents, and then synchronize all the prices. So as people start using ATMs, that will become a place for them to do it. So this little dude is stressed, and literally because of the social. So we're going to get another one in there and see if that makes much of a difference for it. Okay, so the objective is to adopt and place one new Siberian tiger as well. Okay, so first off, what else did we need to do? I don't really care about that, whether or not it's got like a negative status on them. I really couldn't care less, because at the end of the day, put one of them right there in front of all these people. It's helping my staff. So that one's ready to leave. Move that into that one. Mandrill, what's wrong with the mandrills? I mean, they've got no water again. Why have they got no water again? Let's put 2 water bowls in. Hopefully they'll have a bit more water, but I don't know where the keepers are. So that's what we need to do, is focus on now doing some research on our grizzly bears, because that's part and parcel of achieving what we need to achieve. And we'll hire one more vet and just let that vet kind of float around. This one needs more plants again, because of course they've not got enough. Oh, you're joking me, right? It's now fine. Right, we are going to start looking at expanding this zoo. So let's focus on this path. And taking that across there. Delete that. Come on, there we go. Do we want to run the monorail over here as well? Because if we do, we need to think about where it's going to land. The monorail's there. So that's something to think about, but we do need to get some more animals in this zoo now. Buffaloes, bisons, cheetah. A cheetah would need a lot of room, I think. Hyenas, they need a lot of room. And western chimpanzee, I don't really want a chimpanzee at the minute. Let's focus on building ourselves a pen. I need to kind of think a minute about what we're going to do here, because we're going to probably need keeper stuff as well. Mind you, there's a keeper hut here, so we probably won't need that in retrospect. But it is just whether or not we are putting more monorail up here. So for now, we'll just think about a pen. Make it as large as kind of possible. Terrain too even for placement. That's what I was kind of worried about. Yeah. It would allow me to do that, but not. Oh my god, it will allow me to do that, but then not that. Wow, one square. One square is causing trouble. Oh, look, it did fix there then. There's always some sort of workaround, surely. Come on, let me in. Okay, so that actually allows me to do that. So that gives me a nice big kind of pen there to play with. Plenty of room for me to put some windows here. I don't know what's going to go in it as of yet. Animal is severely dehydrated. I don't understand what is going on with these mandrills. Why aren't they giving them the water? Right, you need to be assigned to these mandrills. Either that or these mandrills aren't actually part of a work zone. Is that what's kind of the problem? Where do the mandrills live? Here, isn't it? That's part of the island edge zone. Right, so maybe we need to put that new keeper in the right, that's what we need to do. And we're going to take another one from the entrance zone and do that. That's what we're going to do, guys. That should hopefully now fix it. That is our first start done. We are now making profit.
Not to have the sound of those protesters in my ears all the time. I wouldn't mind so much if they paid to get in. Still, despite those losses, my accountants tell me you've hit the profit forecast. Good news, my friend. This month, you get paid.
Right, so we need at least another 5 habitat species in the zoo, and we need more guests. So what can we put up here? It's probably going to have to be something like buffaloes, or bison and buffaloes. Cheetah's a little bit too expensive for us at the minute, and I'm not going with hyenas, so that's what I'm thinking, buffaloes and bison, but I do want a male and female. Oh, there's a male elephant as well, and I just haven't got the funds to do that at the minute. So let's put 2 female buffalo in there for now. That is first kind of task. So let's send them to quarantine. Let's get a habitat gate in here. Otherwise we've got no habitat, and some path. Of course we want it to be staff path. So oh, okay, that's a bit odd. Don't like that. That'll have to do. So now that gives access to that, and let's add this pen into our zone. So work zones. Is it the low? It's going to be the entrance zone, I think. We're going to add that. Yes, to there. And then we can look at doing some barriers and put some windows in. There we go. So that adds some windows in. And then as soon as they do arrive here, we can... ooh, we've got a baby bear. We've got a baby bear. Where is it? We've got a baby bear, guys. What's its name? Benaim. Haha. Awesome. So that might bring some people in. We might need to look at something like education as well. That could really help with our getting people into the zoo. So let's think about some educational boards as well. Certainly where there's a high level of people. And of course something to talk about. Grizzly bear, and we want it quite a radius as well so that people can hear. I think that will help with building up our zoo and getting people to learn about it too, so we can duplicate that and put another one here. It's got no power there. Okay. So we need to move that into a place where there is power. And then another educational speaker there. Grizzly bears. So that might just help draw the attention a little bit. Oh, why have they been put in there? Why did the... I wanted them in quarantine. That's not what I wanted. I don't know why it did that. Right, buffalo. They need to move, and they need to move to quarantine. Thank you. Right, that was the idea anyway. Not for them to go in there. Could do with making that a continuous sort of loop as well. I wonder if I can copy that. Oh, I can. Although I don't know if that will work. Either way. It's bloody stupid aardvark. I can't get rid of it either because it's a baby. So the buffaloes are now ready to be released properly. They should never have been put in there anyway, but let's move them to their new pen, and let's focus on then fixing what is what is wrong with them, and hopefully we'll attract some people to come up and see them. And I'm just wondering if I can put other animals in with them at the same time. Now I did have a go. I know you can't see it, but I did stop. I stopped the recording and I had a go at putting a monorail up here. It was more effort than necessary. For some reason, I couldn't get the paths. Whether or not it's just something that's not available currently at the moment, I don't know. But it certainly wouldn't let me do what I wanted it to do. So what's wrong with our hydration? We don't have enough water. What's going on with these keepers? Let's get another keeper. and assign it to lower zone. Right, apparently we've got an escaped animal. The warthog. Oh, okay. So maybe we need to change this. Where would the warthog have got out? Do we need to change this to a different barrier? How about we go and do all that in that, but with windows. Maybe that would work, and we'll also I wouldn't have thought that would have been too much of an issue. To be fair, I wouldn't have thought that would have been too much of an issue, but clearly the baby warthog's got out of somewhere, so that might just be it. Okay, so we've now got our buffaloes up here. So they want some short grass. And they want some soil. Then they're going to want, let's give them a football. Let's give them a large food trough. And of course a large water bowl too. And these guys should be pretty happy pretty quickly. So now that leaves us with 10 species, and our profit's not too far off. We do need to attract more people into the zoo though, so let's have a look at doing oh, okay, research is up to 2 with the grizzly bear. I was thinking of doing something in regards to advertisements, marketing, so let's do like a TV campaign and get some people into the zoo. We also need to get some sort of electric up here. That's going to be have to be some sort of priority. Okay, so that now needs to be replaced. So let's replace that. I don't mind if we've got to continue to replace it every now and again. I don't mind that. So what we really need to do is get some sort of power up here. I mean, underneath there would be fantastic if I could get a path down there possibly. So let's have a look. Can I get stairs down there? Possibly could. I can't seem to turn it around though. Oh, how cool. How very, very cool. This leaves me in like a position now where I can put power down here. And in effect, shouldn't affect the way things look either. So that should be some sort of like win-win. Has got power as well. Cool. And then that would also allow me to kind of put like a couple of other species up here too, because people will start coming over, as you can see, very slowly, but people might start coming over. Let's have a look at what other animals we can now adopt. So what have we got? Are these buffalo or bison? These are buffalo. So let's see if bison would go in with it. A male and a female. Send them to the zoo and put them in quarantine, and actually in quarantine this time. And then I could also put some kind of, you know, sort of like exhibition animals up here. And that would just draw like a few more crowds up here. I know they're not habitat species, but it might just be enough to bring a few more people in. Ooh, scorpions. How many scorpions can I have? 1 to 6. So let's put a couple of scorpions in. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's put 3 scorpions in. Might just draw some more people up here, guys. Work zones, entrance zone, let's edit that because we now need to make sure that is covered, and these two are covered. Oh, okay, how did that happen? How did it escape? I don't know. Another dangerous animal has escaped. Oh, this is really odd. They must be climbing up here or something, so we need to think about maybe increasing the height of this wall. Well, there we go. That should work, I think. Quarantined animals are also done. So hopefully they will be okay to go in there. And if that's the case, we've now got we've now got 10. That'll be 11 species. We need to get the overall welfare up to 80% on our on our grizzly bear too. So why is our grizzly bears not happy? Nutrition. Let's see if we can't increase their, you know, like their quality of food. Put a second food tray in, maybe. The keepers seem to be really slow at like feeding the animals and stuff, or whether that's just normal, I don't know. Okay, so we've got our next 2 animals coming here. They might need another one, but yeah. So let's get another. Oh, crap! What was it? Bison. Let's get another bison in. They seem pretty happy. I mean, the pens are a little bit boring. We could probably, you know, spruce it up a little bit. But we are now up to 11 species. And we could probably do with another buffalo as well. So we've got a female, we've got 2 females, so let's get a male in. Right, our grizzly bear research is now up to 3, which I think was actually the required amount. Let's get buffaloes being researched now. Let's at least try and kind of make it a little bit more appetizing. I mean, I'm not sure what you kind of do with this. Ha ha ha! Look at this dude. Have they got enough space? Yeah, they've got plenty of space, so and the other 2 won't hurt. Okay, so that should hopefully make them a bit happier. Another animal has escaped. Let's do that one on bison. What animal has escaped now? How the bloody hell? Okay. They must be able to just kind of slip through this barrier. So this is something to think about, guys, if you're doing this, that they can slip through the barriers. So have that thing, you know, in the back of your head as well. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do with this, because he's gone. What's that all about? He's gone. He's gone. Not going to be able to do much about that. I'm okay with that. High amounts of litter as well. So we clearly haven't got enough cleaning staff. So let's get a few more cleaners in now. Because people, or we haven't got enough bins, which could quite possibly be the other situation. Which actually, you know what, that seems to be the problem. I don't see that many bins around. There is some bins, but not many. So having a few bins really will make a difference. Okay, so let's see if that makes much of a difference. Now we've hired some more cleaners and stuff as well. We can think about that. So anyway, we need to get ourselves some more. So we need this tiger, and it's just out of reach. We've got 447, and that one is 560. Okay, so after a little bit more work, I have now got enough points to get a Siberian tiger, and hopefully that will bring some more people in to the zoo. So we're going to send it to the zoo, into there. We have contracted Campylobacter with the giraffes, so hopefully they will get sorted pretty quickly. The zoo's up to like 4 stars almost now, so not too bad. We've done some research on the African buffalo. Campylobacter is being worked on as we speak. So yeah, I've been doing some little bits, not a great deal. Still got no like major predation is occurring. What's that? What's what? No way! No way! Why is it doing that again? I put it into quarantine. Well, our friend here has been a little bit busy. So, unfortunately, yeah, it was meant to have been in quarantine. We are going to need to kind of get another zebra in now. Unfortunately, because this one's going to be feeling a little bit all out of sorts. That wasn't meant to happen. As you can see, that seems to be a problem with it doing that. So I haven't got another zebra available at the minute. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that, because otherwise the zebras are going to get pretty upset pretty quickly. That wasn't meant to happen, guys, at all. As you can probably imagine. So what's wrong with this dude? Not sure what's wrong with this dude, to be fair. Nutrition and hydration. So maybe I need to put like another. Maybe there's no power over here. Maybe that's what the problem is. Because for some reason I have forgot to put power over here. So let's just add that to the work zone. Yeah, that was a mistake by myself there. And maybe I need another keeper. Not making as much profit as I would like. At all. Certainly, I've got the people in the place now. I just can't seem to get the species right. Where is the other? The zebra is going to be really unhappy now. The African buffaloes died. Why are they not just doing as they're told? Well, that one's alive. Oh, that one's died. Huh? Oh, that one's died. I can't put any water in here. Oh, I can put a little bit of water in. I don't know if that will help. Let's put some more water bowls in then. I mean, yeah, he's in the pen, so why is he not putting water in it? Is that not too much to ask? Right, so our tiger is now quarantined and good to go. and hopefully he's going to be killing no more. Again, these guys are not getting enough water either. Do I need even more keepers? I think that's what I kind of need to do. Assign more keepers to the different areas. Right, let's see if that makes a difference, because I don't understand why they're not giving these guys water, they're not changing their food. Because surely that's what their job is, you know what I mean? That's what these guys are getting paid to do. I'm really, really annoyed that they're just not giving enough water all the time. Right, so we need to now get 2 more buffalo. 1 more buffalo. No. 2 more buffalo. This is really frustrating, guys. Now that better have been quarantined. Let's put them in there and not anything else. Right, let's have a look at what this guy needs. So he needs some long... No, he needs... short grass. And a bit of rock. There we go. Show appropriate plants. Just like grouped together here, you know, like a good few. That's going up. That's working. Okay, so that's all right for plants. Let's see what else this dude needs. Because obviously we don't want to upset this one. It's kind of like the last thing we want to do is upset this one. So we'll put a large food tray in. We need a water tray. We can put a water pipe in as well. Actually, a water pipe might really work in the... I wonder if this is what's needed. I wonder if that's something I'm missing. Right. Oh no, don't tell me he's already escaped. Jesus Christ. Oh, he has. Oh, crap. Okay. So, we need to think about making these barriers around here that little bit taller. There we go. Oh, it looks silly. It looks silly, but this dude's not going to escape then. And they definitely went into quarantine that time. So we do need to think about... yes, look, they're drinking now. Yes. Awesome. Right, so now I've figured that out. So is anyone actually going to grab the tiger, or are they just going to leave it there in the middle and have done with it? Oh my god, we're nearly out of money. Crap on a stick. We are nearly out of money. So we're not making as much money as I wanted. And we really need to get another zebra in. Right, so we have got zebras, and we've got the all female. So what? This zebra's female as well. I'm just going to have to kind of grab a couple more female zebras, I think. Right. And we can also now increase the gate prices. Let's see if now we can make some more money. Is someone going to move this tiger or what? Because this is quite worrying that the tiger's just kind of been left there in the middle. And his welfare's going down. There we go, someone's moving him now. Right, so hopefully now that means... Ooh, do you know what we're going to have to... Guys, we're going to have to put this barrier up as well. Because look, he's going to come straight to this. the last thing I need is Mr. Tiger, which he's already done. He's already done it. Crap. Right, I need a loan. Yeah, brilliant. I need to get a loan here. Let's take a 50,000 loan. So emergency capture that. And then barriers. It's not quite gone how I've wanted it to go. Straight off the bat with the tiger. Now we need to turn a profit, and we really need to get the people into the zoo. I can already kind of tell you at this point you're not going to have an easy game here. Okay, so in the interest of getting this park right now, I have done a bit of work. Done a bit of research on the tigers, done a bit of research on the frogs and the giraffes and stuff like that. I have got rid of a giraffe because it was an outsider and causing trouble. I have also extended this path here from the entrance that goes up here. I've put this nice big work building here, which is probably going to cause some offence to you know, people that want to look and stuff, but that's okay. And now we've got this area over here, which is going to be for hyenas. I have got 13 out of 14 species done. What I have done is I have found another elephant, so we can have another elephant in the zoo. That should draw more people in. I have also put some springboks in, or I don't think they're actually called springboks, they're called what have I done? These little dudes, gems box. Now, it seems that habitat species in this one alone doesn't have a great deal of choice, so I'm going to put the elephant. We're going to move the elephant alone, and I've also got some hyenas, so the elephant can go here, and then once the hyenas are done, they can go over here, and this can be the hyena pen, and then I'll change like some of these so that they've got glass panels in so people can see them, and stuff like that. But we're in a good place now, ready for moving on to the 3-star objectives, which we have already made a start on, of course, because we've got the tiger, and with the tiger I've also put this little like stand area into this. The dude can have a little bit of a play. So our quarantine is passed now, so let's get ready to move these guys in to their new home, and we'll make that, of course, ready for them then, once they're in there, so we can see what they need. Hopefully it will drive people to come up here a little bit. I've also spent a little bit of time just putting some more educational boards in, one there for the giraffe, I don't know if I've shown you that before, stuff like this in now. Not much, I've not done a lot, but the plan is to put a few more in, just to help with the star ratings and stuff like that. Keep the research coming, especially on the giraffes, because they do still need enrichment. And enrichment, even though I'm at level 4, they still have nothing. So I really don't know kind of what to do there. Just keep researching, I suppose. And that's having negative effect, but like I said previously, I'm not bothered about that. That's just how it is. But we've now got 2 elephants in, 1 male and 1 female. So and I've also stopped the breeding on certain animals now, the warthogs, the buffaloes and stuff like that. I've stopped them breeding because we're getting a little bit out of hand with that. Now this should trigger our next target, complete our next objective. And I know it's been quite a long video, guys, but there's a lot in this zoo to be done. Okay, so we now need to earn.
Well, I never. I'm impressed.
A yearly profit
around, aren't you?
of
I'm not so sure about that grizzly bear, though.
25,000, and we need to have 2,200 guests.
Really.
Of course, we've already.
We sold out of those bear plushies in the shop. I'm rather glad about
we've
that.
already
They
done
were a bit of a fire risk.
enough. Why is that not working? Enough to get some other things. So let's just see. So we've already done 1 Siberian tiger. We've received a zoo inspection report of over 3 stars, and we've got some grizzly bear research done too. So they're all achieved, and it's just literally profit and guests. And guests are already in the zoo. So let's make these hyenas happy. Now you can instantly see here that the fence is going to be nowhere near high enough. So we're going to have to edit this barrier straight away before that hyena decides that he wants to take a little trip out, because that's what he was going to do there. Everything else should be right in regards to that. And so they need some hard shelter, so we can focus on doing stuff like that. And I do want I had one which I used in the previous scenario. I want to try this double African hard shelter. It's quite a big one, but it should be, in theory, like large enough for these guys. I need to make it fit without it looking stupid, if I'm honest. Right, does that class as hard shelter for them? So let's just press play and give up on trying to get out. Yes, hard shelter is now done. So they need a little bit of short grass. Dangerous fighting for alpha state. Oh, so one of them was fighting for the alpha. Let's have a. Who's going to win? We've got Otzi, and we've got Erba. I presume we have our new alpha. Okay, so we have our new alpha. Let's get some enrichment items in, so we can put like a bamboo feeder, a large snowball, a football. Let's make sure they've got enough. They've got water, because they've actually got a water pipe, some feeding trays. We've got keeper assigned, because guys have already I've already assigned all this to the correct areas. So let's hope now that some guests will trindle down here. And literally now all we need to do is make pure profit. So, is this water clean? So what I've also done is I've taken the water pump away from here, which was causing me non-stop issues, and I've moved it up here. But I do feel that I'm going to need to put some sort of staff facility down here too, in regards to keeping this area powered and stuff like that. So let's change these barriers now, so that they have some windows so that people can see what's going on. That's not really a very good view, but you know what, it doesn't really matter. We of course want a donation box in. It's a long old way for them to walk, so I'm debating on putting the monorail, looping it around now so that we've got access to pretty much everywhere. But the problem with the monorail was I struggled to get the paths to work, and I just don't think that they want you to use it in this kind of regards. People are starting to come up, and there's no saying we can't put a few shops along the way. So let's have a look at doing something like that. Planet Zoo drink shop. How about a food shop? What have we got? Is it Chief Beef, or is it like it? Oh, it's Chief Beef. So we just need literally now to maximise profits. And people are actually standing here to look at the zoo, the elephants and stuff as well. So we can put a cheeky donation box here and see if people will donate to seeing them. It's a different view for them. And we've already got people shopping here. So remember, guys, you do need bins and stuff like that. Otherwise, people will just litter. It would be good if I could get the monorail here and put the monorail station around here somewhere, so that I could link it up with that station and then have another station over here. Guys, the zoo doesn't look pretty. I know that. The zoo does not look pretty. I completely understand that, but at the end of the day, it is kind of what it is. Let's call a mechanic, and do you know what, I'm going to change this barrier here as well. Just realised that this barrier doesn't give much of a view of the mandrills. There we go. So we've got a lot more people venturing this side now, so that's good, you know, good for the shops as well. People are certainly thirsty. I wonder if there's any sort of like other facilities we can put here. Let's put toilet as well, and an ATM machine. Let's put an ATM machine because, of course, it gives them the option to get some more money out. And the more money they've got out, the more they're going to spend. big toilet here. I'm not keen on the footpath I've done. It looks a bit odd, but hey, I mean, look at all these people. They're coming here to watch the elephants and stuff. So let's get another donation box up here. And unfortunately, it seems that no one actually really cares too much about the hyenas, which is what it is, isn't it? The draft research is nearly complete, and we've still got nothing going on with it. Oh yay, finally. We can actually make them a little bit happier. Okay, now what habitat cleanliness? Well, I'm sure the keepers will get in there soon and do it. So it seems like we are making money now. Are we making enough money? I don't currently know. But we're getting more people venture down here, which is good. And do you know what? I could possibly build another enclosure here and kind of have that as complete as it's going to be. So we've got some on the frog done now as well. The frog, actually, we've got the frogs in 2 places now. Simply because they bred, and when they bred, they caused me trouble, so... These guys still aren't attracting a great deal. But if I could get the monorail to loop round, honestly, that would make a huge difference. It would make, you know, especially if I can get it going up to this area and loop back around, it would make a huge difference in regards to money-wise. And there's a lot of people shopping up here, so they must be hungry. So shall we have a look at what else we can do? Let's put like an information shop. Oh, okay, we've done it. Okay, so that's it.
Rather good, isn't it? I've always been fond of cats. Can't have one though. I'm not allergic. It's just that when people see a wealthy person like myself stroking a cat, they just assume he's planning world domination. PR nightmare. That's the last thing I need more of. The zoo's looking good though. Nice big profits, lots of different animals. Excellent. Oh, and you passed the inspection. Did you bribe the inspector? Although, in all seriousness, if you did, I won't be able to reimburse you without a receipt. Got you again. You know, I think you and I are very similar people. We both...
So we'll just make sure it's saved. And that's it, guys. We managed to get the 3 stars there on the hard difficulty. So I hope that helps you out. I know it's been a bit of a long video, but there's been so much to do in that zoo, and it's not been the easiest thing to do. It didn't look the prettiest, I know that, but what matters is getting that 3 stars. So join me next time when we go and take on Power Struggle, and see what happens in the next installment of Planet Zoo. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.